What's up, YouTube? Blaze here, and I'm back with another reaction video. Okay, so this video that I'm making is basically a remake of a video that I tried to do through my live stream, but due to some errors on my part, I basically am remaking it. Anyways, so for today's video, I'm going to be reacting to the Russian Badger and his video of ARMA 3. Hopefully this time it goes well, and I'll be able to move on from here. Anyways, if you guys are ready, I know I am. Let's go. Also, the overlay's gonna be different. Also, further in advance, I'm also gonna be basically using my old overlay for this, so oh yeah, but bear with me. Anyways, if you guys are ready, I know I am. Let's go.
Welcome to ARMA 3, a video game, sort of, where you attempt to bust down your wrists and take over an island by turning people into walking ATMs and destroying anyone or thing that disagrees with your tax policy. Sorry, that was kind of vague. I hate when people are vague. Let me do that over again.
Oh, that smug face more Calliope picture is so great.
ARMA 3 is a military simulator so dedicated to real-life accuracy that the developers literally went to jail for it.
Alright, drop down!
You might think your favorite video game is realistic because it runs on Unreal Engine, but these guys were taking such detailed photos around some military bases that they were staring down the barrel of 20-year sentences on espionage charges.
Fucking amateur!
Okay, I need to ask one serious question. Is any of this true? Or is this just a joke?
Created by Bologna Intergalactic in 2013, primarily so Iran could prank Israel into thinking they shot down one of their F-35s when they didn't.
Who managed to talk Badger into playing the game Iran used footage from in real propaganda?
ARMA 3 is easily the most fascinating video game you should never play, and you don't even have to take my word for it. This game ruined my life. This is a cry for help. My wife left me. I ate a human once. I have 1,500 hours and still don't know half the controls. I walked 2 kilometers to be shot in the head by someone in a bush 4 miles away. ARMA 3 is not only played by some of my
Okay, what are the odds that a lot of those comments are nothing more than basically a bunch of shitposts?
favorite people on the planet,
I am going to eat flameless ration heater.
but it's also the only video game ever made where the players are genuinely confused that other players want to play it too.
What? Oh, hell no!
Oh, sweet Jesus, why are we
did
playing ARMA? You know what? I wouldn't even call ARMA a video game because it's a simulator, and they're not the same thing. Video games usually care about things like fun and balance.
Correction. Simulator is another type of game. Also, for the record, I'll never talk in that voice again. Trust me, that was cringe.
ARMA doesn't care about either of those things with their ruthless dedication to realism. In any other FPS, a Predator drone showing up means you might lose a buddy or two, and you are notified 15 seconds in advance.
Enemy Predator missile incoming!
Ooh, when a Predator drone shows up in ARMA, you're getting no advance notice, you're probably not going to see it, you're probably not going to hear it, and it's putting your entire squad in the kill feed.
Is that a friendly remote-controlled vehicle?
No!
Cigarette.
Oh, good lord.
Now, when I say realism, ARMA players already know that there's both realism and realism, especially when it comes to the physics engine.
Herboku, get the fuck down from there right now. What the fuck are you doing? Herboku, it come with egg roll.
Like, on one hand, the realism is astounding. Just look at the painstaking detail they put in the heads-up displays on some of these vehicles.
Hey, how much do you think it would cost if I spilled some gamer fart on this monitor?
But on the other hand, you can't jump in this game without a mod.
Really? You need a mod just to add a jump mechanic? Seriously?
Jump The realism is astounding.
Dog, you
Parking
got
videos.
slimed into the concrete.
I'm not gonna pretend that I'm some ARMA veteran that knows everything about everything, because this is the only game I've ever played where guys will be like, yeah, I'm brand new to ARMA, I just started playing. How many hours do you have? 4,000. But
Okay, 4,000, that's not new. That's like sweaty veteran. Almost. One layer of sweaty veteran.
as a piece of shit outsider tourist that picked it up for 50 hours, I think it's such a fascinating game that it somehow feels like more than a game, and I made this video to explain why.
Holy!
Much like ARMA itself, it'll be confusing, it'll be boring, it'll be exciting, and then it'll be ending. Most likely because you got vaporized by something you could barely see.
Lockheed
does that look
Martin
like an F-35
F-35
dude?
Lightning
Oh,
2.
It looks like the fucking angel of our bro.
Did you say F-35?
Yeah,
That
it's
is,
an F-35.
That's an F-35.
What the fuck is that?
Jesus Christ!
I have a hunch that it was an F-35, dog.
Shout out to Caffeine for making this video possible. I was absolutely railing 3 scoops a day of either gamer fart or rad sickness for months on end to make this video come to life, so you can support videos like this in the future by using code.
Is that his actual cup? Not like one of his creator cups. I mean, like the cup he uses on a regular basis. If so, oh, that's awesome.
Sickness for months on end to make this video come to life, so you can support videos like this in the future by using code BADGER for 10% off at the link below. This shit will annihilate your drowsiness at just 40 cents per serving, so you can still afford to chain smoke menthols at divorce court. Fuck! Don't forget to use code BADGER or I don't get the commission, so don't fuck that up, please.
Okay, how can you screw up typing in the word badger unless you have issues with spelling like I do, but I usually correct myself most of the time. Part 1.
Welcome back to ARMA 3, a video game so massive it's less of a video game and more of a stress test to your graphics card, forcing your GPU to render 104 square miles of detailed terrain.
Okay. Total area of the Republic of Altus and Stratus are slightly smaller than twice the size of Washington, D.C.? Seriously?
And who knows how many sheep might sound like torture, but don't worry. If you drop your settings down from ultra to low, you might get an additional frame per second. ARMA 3 taught me 25 FPS is playable. 20 FPS is playable. 15 FPS is playable. Fuck you. 10 FPS is playable. It's not uncommon for ARMA frame rates to dip into the single digits with all the shit going on in a firefight, which is basically like watching a PowerPoint presentation of your own death. There is a quick fix to this problem, which is of course liquidating my
Okay, kind of goes without saying, but I don't think I can play it with the graphics card I have now as is. I would literally have to pay literally an arm and a leg for a graphics card that could handle that.
401k along with any chance that my
Also, possibly a new CPU. Also, possibly a new processor. Honestly, I'm not really that sure. But yeah, maybe. Definitely in the graphics card, though.
child will ever go to college, so FPS is playable. 15 FPS is playable. Fuck you. 10 FPS is playable. It's not uncommon for ARMA frame rates to dip into the single digits with all the shit going on in a firefight, which is basically like watching a PowerPoint presentation of your own death. There is a quick fix to this problem, which is of course liquidating my 401k along with any chance that my child will ever go to college.
His ass is not graduating. Okay, I saw someone else react to this, and they were basically saying, why couldn't Badger just write this off as a business expense? Honestly, I kind of agree with them, mainly because, well, if he was able to write off a bunch of ridiculous COD skins as a business expense, why couldn't he just write off a new graphics card and a new CPU? Who has a business expense? Plus, I'm pretty sure he has enough money from all the sponsor commissions in the YouTube videos. Assuming those videos don't get it demonetized every time he uploads. Because apparently the YouTube moderation hates him.
College, so I can flex on the entire server with a brand new RTX 5090 and a stupidly overclocked.
Is overclocking really necessary? Because that was one of the questions I asked when I was getting my new PC a couple of years ago.
9950X 3D.
Known
are you,
5090 user does not inquire about frame drops.
Also, one last thing. Honestly, I'm not really sure if I would even go with a 5090 because an IT guy I talked to about some issues with my computer or on what I could do to upgrade it because there are some games that I can't run with the current or graphics card setup that I have. Well, one example being Total War Warhammer 3. Which is why I got rid of it. And you probably won't ever see me stream that for a while. The other thing is Hogwarts Legacy. That one's kind of a nightmare for me to try and find a workaround. Well, and back to the story with the IT guy. The IT guy was telling me that the 50 series is meant for mainly the AI coding, as well as supposed AI graphic enhancements, but in reality, it has from what he told me in reality, the performance rate on the 50 series is a lot lower due to the AI integration with the VRAM. So I'd be better off with the 40 series if I stick to NVIDIA graphics cards. And not to mention, he told me to stay away from AMD because Windows has been having issues with AMD, but I'm pretty sure I'd be fine with an AMD CPU though.
15. You know what I'm on? I'm on a 2060
I just
Super.
did a garbage clean.
You can just erase super from that equation.
Is his cigarette popping out of his pilot helmet?
Yeah, and it moves
I don't
when he
think you're allowed
talks.
to do that.
Dialing it back a bit, the point that I'm making here is the first thing you need to know about ARMA is that ARMA is gigantic. I want to say that it's a bottomless pit, but even the word bottomless.
Yeah, I can definitely tell because before Badger dived into it, I learned about it through another YouTuber / Twitch streamer by the name of Jay, aka Rubik's Raptor. Had to mention him. And he basically has content galore on his YouTube channel about custom mod scenarios in ARMA. And well, it's wild, to say the least. And if any of you guys are fans of his channel, if you know, you know.
Doesn't feel deep enough.
There is no bottom to this pit, bro.
The scale is massive, the arsenal is massive, the mechanics are massive, the maps are massive, even the influence is massive. Millions of people play it on a yearly basis. Hundreds of thousands of military personnel are trained on a fork of it every year. I'm looking at you, Lance Corporal Fuckfit, and I'd argue that the entire Battle Royale genre is just one.
Is that actually true, though, that the military uses ARMA as a training simulator for the military? For their troops? Because I am real curious to know if it... Oh, that is actually true. And also, for anyone who's watching that is an active military service member, I appreciate your service. The reason why I say that, it's because I have family members that were in the military myself.
Big branch of ARMA. You might think the puppet masters of society are Minecraft YouTubers, but I'm starting to think that deep down the entire globe is silently dominated by ARMA modders.
This game is literally the biggest reason I sold my soul to the Marine Corps infantry for 6 years.
So yes, the American government does owe its continued existence to ARMA.
So it should be no surprise that my experience with ARMA 3 also started with mods. My homie Clue jammed a Taurus 606 chambered in 357 Magnum in my face and politely asked if I wanted to make a video on ARMA 3, to which I replied, Absolutely. All right, he said. Download Arma 3 along with 7 separate DLCs. Join this custom Discord.
Yeah, because from what I understand, Clue, Sigrid, and a couple of other of his friends have been trying to get him to play Arma 3 for several years now. Oh, and well, I'm not surprised that eventually Badger would hop onto this, because this seems right up his alley.
Server, open the modding list Google Doc, download this HTML mod list file, which automatically downloads 37 separate mods at once, download TeamSpeak 6, install TeamSpeak 6, then uninstall TeamSpeak 6 after you realize you actually need TeamSpeak 3, download communication software from the Mesozoic era, enable Task Force Arrowhead Radio, join this custom TeamSpeak server at this IP, join this custom Arma server at this IP with the password FartGamer69, and just like that, oh boy, you're ready to play Arma 3.
Oof. Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of my friends would love this. Because of how he's crazy with being like a gun nut. As well as a variety of different things. But because of how closely based Arma 3 is to a lot of authentic stuff, I'm pretty sure this would be right up his alley.
I can't wait to stick a second-hand black market anti-aircraft gun that has no business being in the back of a Toyota Tacoma into the back of a Toyota Tacoma.
The fact that you put that in the back of a Tacoma is so funny.
Wow. Part 3.
Welcome to the Greek island of Altus, where we will be playing a game mode called Ultimate
Antitazi. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Also, if there are any Greek viewers here, please feel free to translate that, especially if it's in your language. Because I get the feeling whatever Badger says next is going to be completely inaccurate.
Antistacy. That's definitely how you pronounce it. Don't fact check that, please. A Greek word that roughly translates into English as always boss up. Your mission is to capture this island by capturing territory, which is basically just playing capture the flag 200 times in a row, so you can flex your opponents into submission with all your cash, guns, and manpower. You play as the bad guys, who might be the good guys, against the good guys, who might be the bad guys, and the Russians, and a private military contractor that definitely isn't Blackwater. Who said anything about Blackwater? Defining who you're playing as is a little fuzzy because...
Yeah. As for what Blackwater is, it's basically an infamous American PMC, American state-sponsored or mercenary-based company that was rebranded after an infamous massacre that occurred during the time of the early 2000s. Before the second Iraq War.
Some might call you freedom fighters, others insurgents, or rebels, or guerrillas, or liberators. It's a long list.
Sorry, Edgecombe, we are not drunk driving and running over the insurgents. We are the insurgents.
Simplifying it a bit here, you play as the Greeks, and you gotta liberate the Greeks from the Greeks before the Russians eat your lunch or the American private equity firm steals your thunder like Blackwater.
Yeah, there's a major difference between BlackRock and Blackwater.
God, why did I say Blackwater again? Yeah, I still don't get it. What are you saying to me? The map is blue, and you need to make it green before it turns red, you fucking moron. It's a bit ironic that we're the color green, because we've got absolutely none of it. You're pro! You're fucking pro! Your team is a ragtag group of balaclava-wearing bums driving 40-year-old Toyotas, firing century-old weapons, and every single one of you looks like you work at a fucking golf course.
I'm running the most bum-ass shit possible.
Yo, what the fuck is that fit secret? Never wear that shit again.
Did you fly me out for $100, fam?
I would like to...
Sigrid, if you wear that shit again, you look like you work at a fucking Circuit City. I'm gonna get so mad. Like, what is this, dude? Why do you have you got the manliest forearms I've ever seen in my life.
From laughing at that,
you got those gorilla forearms. What the fuck?
As much as it sucks being poor, the silver lining to your Little Caesars lifestyle is that the only place to go from here is up. Just like real life, the whole point of this game is number go up. You're broke as hell and you want to be a registered flex offender. You've got a bolt action from World War I and you want, I don't know, an F-35. You've got no territory, and you want all of the territory, and maybe some natural resources for dessert. You might even want those Microsoft goggles that let you see enemy heat signatures in the dark so you can delete them like a row in Microsoft Excel.
Did Microsoft actually make those? Because Again, I am curious for that.
Got so tired of firing that you just did that. Imagine fighting somebody without infrared.
The greatest part of this anti-Stasi crusade is that much like a Christopher Nolan film, the tension is building all the time. The more territory you capture, the more your war level climbs, and you go from fighting dipshit grunts to special forces with close air support.
Two more incoming.
Also, is there any other major movies that Christopher Nolan is known for besides Oppenheimer? Or, if any of you guys know any of his filmography, please feel free to let me know in the comments, because I'm actually interested.
We got the same direction.
Holy shit, what was that?
Right.
The more hostile you are to an enemy faction, the more their aggression level increases, which means they'll retaliate harder and with more force.
What the fuck?
And the more the game goes on, the more the American private military contractors want to show you how Dick Cheney spent your healthcare money.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
That's the ion drone strike. We need to get in the bunker now.
I'm reviving pasta. It'll be no big deal.
Hardcore learning.
Starting from scratch here, I cannot tell you how steep the learning curve is when a campaign of ARMA begins. You're so broke, you're so confused, you're so bored, and everybody's frustrated with dipshit teammates that are moving too slowly.
Hey, Watchtower, there is something to do here up here whenever you feel like it, moving in, you know?
We are Recon Inc.
Yeah, can you recon these fucking nuts and get down here?
Blue team.
Anything was possible, but ARMA finds a way to make you feel both bored and overwhelmed at the same time with all the shit you have to learn. Oh, what's that? You thought you could speak to the players around you? Nah, we gotta teach you how to talk, little bro. Did you forget to buy a radio? How did you think you were gonna communicate without a radio?
All units be advised, my chicken nuggets are done, I'll be right back.
No, dumbass. That's a short-range radio. You need a long-range radio that makes all your squad mates think you have mental illness.
Okay, because I was gonna get out and shoot that.
It's funny that some people have long-range radios and some people have short-range radios, so Sigrid just sounds like she's psychotic and talking to the voices in her head when really it's just a radio that we don't have.
You know what? Forget the radios. You're on the wrong frequency anyways. Why don't you just try talking? Wait, did you not know that there are 3 modes of talking, from whispering to talking to yelling, depending on your proximity to other players? Do you seriously
Honestly, I think it's really cool that this game has proximity chat.
not know the keybind to switch your speaking volume?
It stormed the beaches up in the northeast.
No! 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 No!
I would literally hate being Goose's neighbors if he has any. Mainly because you hear that. One plus the fact that he did that wailing scream during Badger's repo video.
It could be so much easier if you just transmit it on the radio. No!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Badger's just rage baiting him at this point. It's clearly obvious.
You're still not transmitting on the radio. I need a fucking radio! No!
Goose was blown into pieces by a drone moments later. His life insurance claim was denied for not being quote-unquote service-related. How is not getting killed in a drone strike considered service-related when you're in the military?
I'll stop with the patronizing tone so I can tell you some terrible news. All of what you've just heard have different volumes. As in, if you want your short-range radio to be quieter, you have to take out your short-range radio and then press the buttons on it to lower the volume manually. Same goes for long-range radio. So altogether, you're getting blasted with short-range, long-range, whispering, talking, and yelling at 5 different volumes. Just wait until you get into a firefight and hear bullets whizzing past your head at yet another completely different volume.
Goobly, why do I feel like we're taking fire from a position like southwest?
I like to think that a firefight in ARMA is more likely to give you hearing damage than a firefight in real life. You've got 6 things entering your ears at 6 different volumes, and your 2 choices are either complete confusion because you can't hear anything, or hearing loss because you can hear way too much.
Are you sure the boat we're looking at is friendly? Because these guys are moving like bots, and they just all got out. Yeah, that's because it's me! I'm gonna skin all of you alive, I swear. Well, if you would have answered the first question, I I swear to God, you have a unstable memory that just clears every 30 seconds. I did tell you. I did.
Your memory is
Kiss me on the lips right now. Mandatory.
I think it's cool that you had to pop those super expensive smoke grenades just to avoid friendly fire.
Now that you're deaf, let's move on to blindness, because you shot an infrared flare instead of a regular flare and put on your night vision instead of your thermals.
Okay. Damn, it's just bright. Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, my viewers who actually look at my screen when I turn on night vision.
Contrary to popular belief, you actually don't need eyes to play ARMA, because you can't see anything anyways. Your average encounter with enemy forces is basically a looping sound of bullet impacts being blasted into your ears while you look at a nature landscape and see absolutely no sign of enemy forces.
POV, you're being shot.
Then you realize, once the encounter was over, that the reason you couldn't see where the enemy was shooting from is that the bullets were being fired by your teammates, and the whole thing was friendly fire.
They're deploying their secret weapon. We're so fucked.
No, I'm definitely getting shot at from, like, west. Is one of you firing at me? Yo, are there guys direct west, or is that you?
Hey, Badger.
One of you is firing at me, I think.
I think I shot you, Badger.
I told you, Bird is a menace.
I was like, how is that possible? You're all to our west.
So again, now that you're both blind and deaf, like me, let's start turning the island from blue to green before it turns red. I'd love to show you my plan for doing that on my map, but my homies have already turned it into a fucking coloring book.
Alright, who drew the...
Okay, so we got an Among Us meme doing the meme while wearing Yeezy, Nike Yeezys.
Among Us pissing on the fuel station.
Who do you think?
First off,
It was a group effort between me and
Second,
I know that it goes hard because you wrote the word hard to the right of it. What is warfare actually like? Just takes a look at this.
Man, how is it that these guys always find different creative ways to shitpost? R5 the map.
The 4 most important words in ARMA are coincidentally all M words, with map, men, money, and Microsoft. I'll start with the boring one first because that last one is actually kind of horrifying. When you see the word map, I want you to think of the word zones. The word zones might give some of you PTSD, but learning about these things in ARMA 3 was the first time I found myself saying, whoa, that's like really neat. Because on the surface, zones are just plots of land under enemy control. Kill the bad guys in the zone, capture the flag, and move on to the next. Who fucking cares? But then you learn that there are several different types of zones that each reward you in unique ways once you capture them. You want more cash flow? Capture resources. You want a multiplier on your cash flow? Capture factories. You want to stop the bad guys from jamming your radio channels? Capture radio towers to get your walkie-talkies going again. You want to flex in the Russians by dangling a brand new vehicle from a brand new vehicle? Capture a seaport and suddenly each of those items is on sale.
Oh my God, I'm
Wow,
so much.
okay. Okay, I thought it couldn't get any worse than when, in the 2010s movie of the A-Team, that they try to fly a tank, but in reality, this just takes the cake.
You're all fucked. Oh no.
The other icons on the map that cannot be captured by military means are towns, which can only be controlled by making the civilian population like you more than they like them. All you have to do to make this happen is capture the surrounding military zones and minimize civilian casualties during these operations. You know, gun running someone's entire family because you mistook a shovel for an RPG is not a great way to win the hearts and minds of the...
How do you even mistake a shovel for an RPG? That part doesn't make any sense. And unless you're on a PTSD trip.
Locals. Either is launching an armored vehicle through the parking lot of the town's largest employer like a bowling ball, but sometimes ARMA physics don't care what you think.
Oh! That's not supposed to do that.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Controlling towns comes with 2 big perks that happen to be the 2 worst things ever created by society. Taxes and HR. Of course, when you're the one collecting the taxes, it's more like free money. And when you're the one commanding the human resources, it's more like absolute power. You know, maybe I don't hate taxes, I think I just hate paying taxes. And maybe I don't hate human resources, I think I just hate being the human resource. But with great power comes great responsibility, Spider-Man, and now I gotta tell you why zones are basically the coolest fucking thing ever. The zone system in ARMA is amazing because it has the complexity of interdimensional underwater chess, like you're eating breakfast with Denzel Washington in Training Day. Great zone, you gotta decide whether to fight, when to fight, and
Sorry, I had a burp and I burped and had a cough at the same time. Don't ask me out.
What to do immediately afterwards, or you'll find yourself in a very early grade. Sure, you can capture that resource point, but doing so will jack up your war level, which jacks up every enemy in the map, from a dipshit with an M4 to Chris Kyle with close air support. So maybe you want to rush the zone, take the flag, grab the loot, then evacuate to intentionally let the enemy retake it. That way you got the new gear you wanted without an escalation in enemy forces.
Damn, you guys got the fucking ooh ballistic mask in here. Who the hell found this?
Let's say you want to take an outpost, but it's connected to radio towers for rapid communication, which means the second you attack it, the enemy is going to send a terrifying quick reaction force, or QRF, to crater you into the earth. So instead, you take the 2 radio tower zones connected to the outpost to sever communications first, then you assault it with all you've got, so the
Seems smart to do that. The last thing you want is reinforcements crawling up on you.
enemy counterattack is either too little or too late because you already fortified the place with defensive positions.
Fired.
Holy jeez, my god, the dudes that fell out of that. Holy shit, that was a crack shot.
Let's say you want to deny the enemy income, but you don't quite have the fire or manpower to fight them toe-to-toe. Blow up their factories and put a big dent in their cash flow without having to load up your guys in a helicopter and put them in harm's way.
Me when I absolutely positively have to hit the shot.
The creative control you're given in this game is so beautiful and so complex that it made me understand why some people hate ARMA 3 while others think it's the greatest game ever to grace mankind. The map is a giant chessboard where you're the one moving the pieces and pulling the trigger. You know that meme of the 2 guys on the bus saying the same sentence, but one is depressed and one is euphoric? God, I have so many decisions to make. God! I have so many decisions to make. That's ARMA 3 in a nutshell. If you want to storm the island like a psychopath and crater every zone with cluster bombs while ignoring civilian casualties and funding your campaign by selling stolen weapons in the black market, you can do that.
Cluster bombs are actually good.
Here's the
Hold on.
Beautiful and so complex that it made me understand why some people hate ARMA 3 while others think it's the greatest game ever to grace mankind. The map is a giant chessboard where you're the one moving the
Holy shit, that was a crack shot.
Let's say you want to deny the enemy income, but you don't quite have the fire or manpower to fight them toe-to-toe. Blow up their factories and put a big dent in their cash flow without having to load up your guys in a helicopter and put them in harm's way.
Me when I absolutely positively have to hit the shot.
The creative control you're given in this game is so beautiful and so complex that it made me understand why some people hate ARMA 3 while others think it's the greatest game ever to grace mankind. The map is a giant chessboard where you're the one moving the pieces and pulling the trigger. You know that meme of the 2 guys on the bus saying the same sentence, but one is depressed and one is euphoric? God, I have so many decisions to make. God! I have so many decisions to make. That's ARMA 3 in a nutshell. If you want to storm the island like a psychopath and crater every zone with cluster bombs while ignoring civilian casualties and funding your campaign by selling stolen weapons in the black market, you can do that.
Cluster bombs are actually good.
Hold on.
By selling stolen weapons in the black market, you can do that.
Cluster bombs are actually good.
When you accidentally say hi to the A-10 pilot,
Here's the 10 billion soda cans you ordered at high speed.
Hold on, they're running for their lives.
But behavior like that will make the local towns hate you, which means you can't recruit more manpower, which means you can't deploy friendly NPCs to hold your zones, and the enemy will rapidly retake your unguarded bases if you aren't constantly assaulting new ones. So your attacks have to be unrelenting if you hope to succeed, which is no guarantee. Maybe you should be a little less Department of War and a little more Department of Defense if you want to take the island.
Military. So just throw them at fucking war.
Fucking liberal piece of shit.
On the other hand, you can employ a defensive strategy of holding every zone you take, which I'd consider to have a much higher success rate in conquering the island, but it's going to be slower because you got to be really careful about civilian casualties if you hope to grow your manpower. And it'll be more expensive because you got to actually stay and defend against counterattacks, which is costly in both men and money because wire-guided missiles ain't free, playa. Never mind.
Nice.
A strat like this would definitely be harder in the beginning, but scale incredibly well into the late game as you got your cash flow and manpower to snowball. But the beauty is that it's all up to you. All of these mechanics and systems in ARMA 3 are so deep with so many decisions for you to make that'll shape your experience one way or the other, it would take me years to cover it all. Every session of the game I played felt completely different depending on what we were doing, why we were doing it, and what happened.
in a way that kind of seems on point. I don't know why. It just does. Then again, I play a lot of games that have a similar mechanic to that, like Payday 2. Who, for example. Everything is so different every time you jump into a new scenario, it's not even funny.
And afterwards, just when you think you got everything figured out and you can coast your way to a boring victory, the game will pound you over the head with JDAMs and teach you just how far shrapnel can travel.
Can I?
Are you sure? Those don't even look like bombs.
I'm pretty sure we're being bombed. Oh!
How did you get hit?
I got hit by shrapnel or something that missed.
Well, I'm gonna shove a cupcake in my mouth, so.
Oh god, oh help me. Stop eating cupcakes, you fat fuck. I'm
Is this
taking
him?
it off. You can keep eating your goddamn cupcake. What did I just say? God. I'm so mealy mouthed lately. I think I got like a stroke.
Injecting pilot.
Yeah, I think it's a paratrooper, by the way. I'm gonna absolutely light his ass up. Give me 1 second.
That's the ejecting pilot.
Coming down the road. Badger, let him have it.
He's right in
Okay,
the road.
okay, I'm pulling it out. I'm pulling it out. Hold on.
Please, twin, wire him a missile. Oh, you went under the...
Okay, let me reload. Hold on.
Whoa!
There we go. Those
Good
things
one.
are so fucking good, dude.
Amazing.
Okay, we gotta go save our Calvin.
They shot me in the foot. It hurt.
Now that you've captured enough zones to bust down your wrist, economically speaking, let's get into the 3 other M's in ARMA, which are money, men, and Microsoft. Again, the scariest of those 3 is actually the last one, but we'll get to that later. Men, or manpower, or HR if we're getting technical, are super easy to learn. You pretty much just plop them in any base you want defended or alongside your assaults for extra firepower. Money is where things get a little more complicated, because there's so much shit for you to spend it on that it's almost unbelievable. Backpacks are the most important gear in the game because the more backpack you have, the more 40mm grenades you can carry.
I gotta reload my grenade launcher. Oh my god, I direct impacted him.
I love stuffing these things in my Bergen like
Wow.
marshmallows in my mouth during a game of Chubby Bunny until I have stress fractures in my legs and my knees refuse to bend.
I'm not gonna lie, I carry around so many 40 mils now, it's actually kind of stupid. I think I have like 25 40 mils on me.
Buddy, you're gonna fall backwards onto your back and explode like a nuke.
That thing's permanent. Permanently in my fucking line of sight.
We don't need to do that.
You might think dozens of 40 mils would max out the capacity of my backpack, but let me tell you, this isn't even my final form. I'm gonna be saying that again in 6 months when my spine curves like a shrimp and I'm filing for disability benefits. This isn't even my final form.
Welcome back to another great edition of Why is everything that I want to play with so fucking heavy?
I've still got enough room in this bad boy for a Russian wire-guided anti-tank missile launcher, the Metis M. A weapon system typically carried by a team of 3, which I chose to carry by a team of me because I don't really fuck with kilograms, so I don't know how much this thing actually weighs.
We'll try again. Okay, that one went right through the fucking cockpit. Okay, rest in peace. I'd probably kill Sigurd with my back blast, but it was such a nice shot, I don't really care.
The Meta showed me just how well ARMA developers know ball, and believe me when I say that they know ball. These guys are all-time ball. From the way the missile swirls in the air to the sound of the copper wire snapping at the end of the guidance range, their attention to detail is ludicrous.
Now listen to the wire. Listen. That is such cool attention to detail. ARMA stays undefeated in attention to detail.
15-year-old game, by the way.
People are just gonna keep making it longer and longer. Like, okay, it came out in 2013, so that's what, 13 years. But people are like,
Is that really accurate though that it came out in 2013? Hold on a sec. Holy crap! It did come out in 20. Holy crap! It did come out in 2013.
like 15-year-old game, by the way. Yo, 26-year-old game, by the way. Yo, 34-year-old game, by the way. Yo, 58-year-old game, by the way.
You might think the spine-snapping loadout couldn't get any worse, but much like everything in Arma, the pain is also bottomless. I threw in the HK G36K for the fashion because it's the coolest looking 5.56 assault rifle I could find when my beloved XM8 was nowhere to be found. I cannot emphasize for the fashion enough here, because when you're carrying 150 pounds on your back, it means your heart rate is permanently maxed out, which makes...
Okay, taunt to women. Talking to women. 4 scoops of gamer fart. Firing a G36 with a Bergenheim.
Here, because when you're carrying 150 pounds on your back, it means your heart rate is permanently maxed out, which makes hitting a shot impossible. And then I stuck a 4-time scope on the top, so the final idle sway when I ADS was like impossible times 4, whatever that number is.
Chat, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this idle sway? I got some Looney Tune-ass idle sway right now.
Things got even weirder when Skulker put me onto the 40mm drone grenade. I had no idea you could just launch a drone out of an underbarrel grenade launcher. Warfare in 2026 is so weird, because all you hear on a battlefield nowadays is the whizzing sound of drone propellers, and the guy that kills you is probably going to clip the kill cam and put it on Twitter.
You know what does clip though? Is that drone? Is that enemy drone?
The only clip worse than getting clipped on Twitter is the Gmod clipping we discovered when you fire a drone grenade into a teammate's mouth. I'm warning you to turn your volume down right now, because when the drone gets stuck inside your player model, it rattles around with like 40 collision noises like you just broke the source engine.
Oh, hang on.
I got like 40 collision noises in my fucking ear.
I just got the same thing, dude. I'm pretty sure you just ruined like.
Oh, rip headphone users. Yep, man. Wow, if Badger's chat felt that, I'm pretty sure anybody can feel that.
Like thousands of people in chat. They heard what I heard.
I've had quieter root canals.
That didn't clip.
Oh.
I think it was delayed or something. It just hit for some reason.
The final weapon system I tried was the special purpose machine gun, notorious for firing the scariest round imaginable, the 338 Labubu Magnum.
338 Labubu.
338 Labubu.
Is that an actual round? Are there any gun nuts that know this? That are gonna watch this? Please feel free to let me know.
Hey, is this helmet rated for 338?
Imagine a machine gun that fires like a 50 cal without weighing like a 50 cal, and that makes every shot feel like a laser beam.
It's anything but
I hit that guy first shot.
I cannot get over how stupid it was to be holding a weapon this big, firing around this big from a standing position, and still hitting targets. This shit should not be possible.
There's a guy over there, he's shooting grenade launcher shit at us.
I got him.
Thank you.
Oh my god!
If he wasn't dead before, he's definitely dead now.
Using the SPMG gave me such an appreciation for the weapon physics in Arma, because there's so much shit going on when you pull the trigger that it's actually really hard to hit people. There's bullet drop, random deviation, fatigue, your stance, your health, even firing tracers versus not firing tracers, because without them, you can't see where the hell your rounds are going. But all this difficulty makes it that much more satisfying when you actually hit somebody from a distance.
Crazy.
Ooh. Ooh. Holy shit, I am so fucking gassed. That was the first shot.
The SPMG became even dumber when I combined it with what I consider to be the most broken piece of technology in modern combat without stepping foot in a vehicle, because there's only one M word more terrifying in defense contracting than money, and that word is Microsoft.
Yes, I got him with that one.
Their integrated visual augmentation system, or IVAS.
Is that a real thing from Microsoft, by the way? If anyone who knows, please feel free to let me know. I know I've been saying this a lot, but I am really curious if Microsoft actually created something like that.
IVAS makes putting enemies in the recycle bin easier than ever. If the advantage of night vision goggles where your enemy sees this while you're seeing this wasn't already bad enough, IVAS has ridiculously advanced thermal imaging and swaps the usual tunnel vision for a full-screen ultra-wide view of the battlefield. It's basically like wearing a really, really expensive cheat code on your face. I got so attached to constantly wearing the IVAS on my face that anytime I wanted to try another set of goggles, it would start taunting me like the Green Goblin mask.
coward.
It eventually got so
Wow.
bad that I developed a
Okay.
smug superiority complex and started giving condescending looks to anybody that refused to wear them, like Homelander in the newsroom.
What's funny is that Bird didn't even grab the Microsoft goggles that make your enemies spontaneously combust.
The last thing you see before the PowerPoint presentation begins, POV, you're fighting the MF. That's what the Microsoft contract.
Because they can't see you and you blow their head off with a 7.62. Yeah, you're not even utilizing technology, old man.
We gotta show her those. We gotta show her those.
As much fun as I had with drone grenades and wire-guided missile systems and 338s and Microsoft Excel, by far, the most shocking chapter of my ARMA experience was my introduction to vehicles.
There's no friendlies up there. Just blast anything that moves.
Oh my god, I direct impacted that dude.
Part 7, vehicles.
I always knew that artillery and tanks and drones and aircraft were scary to go up against because of the ridiculous technology they employ in the battlefield.
I could hit you with the coolest sprite cam right now, you have no idea.
But nothing, and I mean nothing, could prepare me for what it was like to be on the receiving end of these weapon systems. Like the first time we got mortars dropped on our heads with no advance warning because the drone operator defending our base took a 2-minute lunch break to eat some shrimp fried rice, it really put things in perspective.
I want to eat this rice and throw this shit in the
Fat
garbage.
bastard, get on the drone.
Be real. Some wings. Yeah, you're low-key fat as hell for that.
Too late.
I'll come get you.
Give me like a little bit longer. I'm almost.
Nah, that didn't even hurt.
Skulker wasn't eating his fucking
That shit ain't even hurt, bro. That shit ain't even hurt. Alright, somebody needs to get me some fucking Beppis right now.
As much as it sucks to have mortars and artillery crater you into the earth, nothing could prepare me for the vehicle onslaught caused by jacking up our aggression level to extreme. We'd been racking up zones at a blistering pace, which really pissed off the AAF, so they launched a counterattack on our headquarters that basically blew us into the Stone Age, like I just got 28 years younger and booted up Age of Empires. After you're sharp enough to remember that F-35 attack I showed you 30 minutes ago, that was only the first wave of this onslaught.
Did you say F-35?
Yeah, it's an F-35.
That's an F-35.
What the fuck is that?
Jesus Christ!
I have a hunch that it was an F-35, dog.
And then, once the F-35 had dropped its payload, they sent in main battle tanks and helicopters to mop up anything that was still standing, which made respawning and grabbing a loadout from a supply crate into a nearly impossible task.
We are getting our shit tuned up right now. Like insta-die, spawn death over and over from MBTs and I think a helicopter.
Yeah, I should probably.
I made it to the bunker! Hell yeah, brother!
Hey, what's good?
Look at your bum ass in your sandals with no block, no M14. I hope you know, one RPG and we are all going to Jesus.
Buddy, yeah, Jesus multiple times. Yeah, it's no better there. Let me tell you. I get one more stamp on my card. I get free.
Oh my god.
Hey, at least you got 4 minutes.
Wow.
Yo, I'm gonna report this casualty of this event as light to moderate. All right.
I don't know what that counts as like to moderate. I wouldn't know.
You know, corporate
Moderate casualties.
that it was fucking so.
Sometimes the AI just wants you to fucking die, man.
Once we finally repelled the attack, I could not stop thinking to myself, whoa, vehicles are like, really unfair.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be much of a problem
What
anymore.
is happening, bruh?
And after a few more hours of using them, I realized, that's the fucking point.
Oh my god, I direct impacted that dude.
ARMA is not a game designed around balance, it's a game designed around realism, and specifically realistic systems and mechanics. No wonder this shit's unfair. It's designed to be unfair, Spider-Man.
Oh, that guy's like right there. Shit.
Holy! The harsh lesson you learn being on the ground looking up at the sky is that if your side deploys the right vehicles in the right way, nobody can stop you. Maybe all those War Thunder nerds are right. True power comes from machines.
His true power comes from Allah.
True power comes from this cigarette sticking through the metal plating. Basic cigarette. That's why they call it American Spirit. It just goes right through. Nah, you don't get it, man. I don't even buy these. They just show up in my pocket.
They just show up in my mouth.
Bad copy on the short range radio.
We're just saying dumb shit. It's not important. Oh boy.
Was that you guys pulling us up or?
Negative.
That was definitely not.
Sigurd, what's your status?
Fuck.
You see it pop up. The realism of the vehicles made me really fall in love with ARMA and allow me to remind you that they are both realistic and realistic at the same time. It disconnects, you only do 2. I gave you a single love tap. How did that happen?
When you give your brother a love tap and his chest cavity opens. Oh, you want him fire?
Died the fire.
A bit of this realism was when we drove a hatchback into a main battle tank and it somehow survived.
Your pitiful car cannot stand against my mighty armored captain!
Yet somehow, the second we beeped the horn on that same hatchback, the whole thing decided to turn Irish on us.
The car still drives.
Oh.
You fucking asshole. You just said she still drives. Playing in various vehicles, or should I say dying in various vehicles, was the fastest way for me to understand their key differences. Like a big-ass transport truck looks and feels like it's as bulletproof as a Cybertruck. Then you hit an enemy roadblock, and you have the horrible realization that it is in fact as bulletproof as a Cybertruck. Cybertruck. Is that a checkpoint up ahead?
That is a roadblock. We are not armored. Oh, we're taking fire. We're taking fire. We are taking machine gun.
Okay, get us over the crest.
Oh my god. Okay, we're good. Okay, get out. Calvin, I'm injured in combat.
Yo, bot, I was like, I wonder if that guy has any armor piercing, and then I just met Jesus for a second. After not-so-armored trucks, I upgraded to light armor vehicles, and all they did was make me feel stupid. There are so many aspects of vehicles that I thought I understood and that ARMA corrected me on, and thermals were the first example. You've got bot thermals and watt thermals. One where everything is black and you shoot at the white, and one where everything is white and you shoot at the black. Is it guided? Oh, it is guided. Yeah, oh, he's fucked. You're fucked, buddy. Nice. Personally, I prefer white-hot thermals on a black background because staring at anything too white for too long is depressing. Just ask my bathroom mirror. The next big one was ammunition types. The amount of times I fired the wrong thing at the wrong target for the wrong reason would be enough to put a veteran.
Okay, I can't deny that sorrow away. Hey, sure. Her is awesome.
An armor player on a 72-hour psychiatric hold. Oh, I'm 50. Oh, fuck!
Oh, make it count.
Well, okay. I guess that happened. It's too late to go back now. Whatever. Here I was thinking that armor piercing, multi-purpose, and high explosives were basically the same thing, and that makes me basically an idiot. Yo, Sylvia says high explosive makes for cooler video evidence in the military tribunal hearing. Attacking a base in a Fennec, firing 30mm armor piercing, then dying, then attacking it again with 40mm high explosive means I will never mix up these two rounds ever again. Hell yeah, brother! Wait, no, don't fire that dude, please. Okay. Holy, I'm pretty sure he just did a front cartwheel. Holy, yeah, he did. This is so much better than 30mm, holy shit. No, stop firing over! Oh, God, I'm direct impacting now. This is so much more fun. Please don't pull out your rocket launchers. All right, butter, jam. We are such a compassionate adversary. Sorry, buddy. Prone's not going to save you here. Prone is not going to save you here. I'm sorry.
Wait, what's that I spy on the left?
Bro, how did you survive that?
That's another Fennec GMG, so when we run out of ammo, we can just get in another one. Remember, it's faster to switch Fennecs than it is to reload them.
Well, then again, the same principle applies with shooting guns and every other average shooter game.
Oh no. Not gonna lie, 30mm versus 40mm is just Daniel and the cooler Daniel, right? Like, it's not even close. There we go. Holy! Okay, there's one more straggler at 130 that I can't see.
He's still running. My laser.
Okay.
He ain't running no more.
My favorite part about light armor vehicles beyond their greatest feature of exploding into ash when they come into contact with small rocks.
Hey, watch out for that knee-high rock. Not to be mistaken with knee-high, which is how you say hello in Chinese.
carrying capacity, because Sigrid's armor brain is so large that she carried all the gear I desperately needed more of, which made me a permanent passenger in her VTuber wagon.
The tuber wagon be cranking. The only thing I'm cranking is my actually, I'm not gonna finish that.
As a journalist, I got to make fun of her in front of her wife as retaliation for when she makes fun of me in front of my wife.
I thought you were gonna say something gay like your wife.
No. And most of the time, I didn't even have to make fun of Sigrid or Bird because they were too busy making fun of each other to even hear me.
Okay, she doesn't drive like this because she's psychotic. She drives like this because, yeah, she's psychotic.
No clue how to drive.
Hold up. Ring, ding, 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 ding. Get out of my fucking way. I got it. Yeah, because I'm like that.
Damn, you got a bar like that. That's the crazy part.
Hold on. Was that you, Bird, that stepped in front of my field of view while I was aiming a wire-guided rocket?
Yes, it was.
Bird is the only person I have ever met who has, like, a negative score of, like, survival instinct.
Helping you with your flip, by the way.
Badger, help, I flipped it. Oh, okay. Yo. Oh my god, that worked.
What was that?
Let's fucking go, dude.
Alright, we only lost 3
Thank
wheels in the
you.
process.
E-Cash, are you still in that? Yes. How's the brain damage?
I eventually got to experience air combat when Clue took me up in a Comanche, which is basically a futuristic Apache that looks twice as intimidating because you can't see the wheels.
All units, be advised, diversify your
in that field.
An the most shocking takeaway from riding.
Okay, I gotta say something real quick about the Comanche. That is like my favorite go-to attack chopper to use in Command and Conquer Generals and 0 Hour whenever I'm playing, and it's the US. I'm not even kidding. It's literally that good. Next to the Chinese Helix.
In this helicopter is that accuracy is optional when the rounds you are firing are basically pinatas filled with shrapnel.
Blast them.
Yeah, I can't
Holy shit. Those are bad guys, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Uh-oh. Support now.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not know this is what the daggers do.
Helicopter fire support is so fucking nice.
Even more interesting than the aircraft I flew over the enemy is the aircraft the enemy will fly over you, because some of this shit looks like it's straight out of Halo Reach. My 32 Jian, I should know how to say this, my son is half Chinese, is...
Oh yeah, that's right, because Badger's wife is Chinese.
Basically a flying answer to the question, what if China and Iran had unlimited defense spending and both wanted to ignore the laws of physics?
That's enemy fucking shit is this yellow-ass crap coming at me right now, bro? What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Death to the missile bird. God, his ass. I took him down with me, boys.
Dog, it looks like you killed some shit from Fallout 4. What?
Yeah, it kind of looks like a cross between one of the vertibirds from Fallout mixed with one of the ships from Halo. I'm not even kidding.
The hell?
I swear to God, I just dropped the fucking Covenant Cruiser. I don't know what the fuck that was. Goddamn,
Yeah,
got what was
definitely
coming
sounds
Holy
like a
shit,
Covenant.
where's that, a fucking
Definitely
Halo
looks like a
Pelican?
Covenant.
I know, right?
It's the Apex VTOL. It's kind of crazy.
God, you got me thinking about that dumbass meme, Sigrid. Why is it that every time you say to a boy, oh, you're so handsome, he says something like, I am the motherfucking Master Chief, bitch? You know the US, or technically NATO, hates getting flexed on by a foreign adversary, so to go band for band with the bad guys, their answer to the Y-32 is the V-44X Blackfish. What the fuck? A vertical takeoff and landing AC-130, which may not sound that strange, but every aviation expert watching right now is both visually and aerodynamically confused. This big-ass fish...
No. Yeah, I definitely know a guy that would love the authenticity of this. Well, if he's into military stuff. Then again, I don't know what he's into these days.
Can inflict so much damage over such a wide area that even your hearing becomes a casualty. So I take your headphones off right about now to make sure they don't vibrate off your head.
Skulker's saying in chat, Seaport plus Airbase better cream the fuck out of you. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, we're probably gonna die, but it'll be funny. Oh, we're already getting shot at. If you see something, shoot it. If not, well, alright, your plan, dump rounds before we crash. We're flying over the airfield now. Shoot as much as you can before we go down. Vibrating my headphones.
Yes.
Alright, it was fun while it lasted.
As fun as it was terrorizing the enemy,
Man, Badger knows how to pick the right music for the right occasion. Case in point, one of the songs from the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance soundtrack when he was playing in Earth Defense Force 4.1 when he was having a gun battle against one of the giant lizards.
with the world's most expensive flying fish, the peak of my ARMA campaign was witnessing all of these vehicles working together simultaneously. Skulker in an A-10 dropping cluster bombs, Loaf in a helo popping flares, Sigrid supplying everybody in a Fennec, and the rest of us watching it all happen was a sight to see.
Oh, that's aggressive.
I know for a fact those flares were not tactical. That was aura farming. I know that was aura farming.
Everything I do is to look pretty.
Well, cluster bombs are coming in now, so here we go.
Just watch.
Oh, shit.
Alright, quick entry.
I'm pretty sure you already did our job for us.
There's nothing left to destroy.
There's some infantry in the tower still.
Up, there's a guy to the right. 117. Yeah, they did.
Once again, busting flares for no reason.
I live in fear of AA.
Oh, whoa.
It makes sense considering how AA have done right. Not only it can throw you off, but you get blasted so much. Not only it knocks you off course, but you could end up taking a plunge.
I think there's a guy shooting at you.
They're in hell now.
I think we got him after Clue and Sigrid and Skulker simultaneously triangulated his position.
The instant punishment from God above. Holy hell.
Hey, just so you know, this guy was carrying an MP443 Gratch with no magazines.
Nearing the end of our campaign, we experienced peak vehicle combat when the United States backed us up with dozens of F-35s and A-10s on some of our missions, not caring that they crashed half of them in the process.
What the fuck is happening? I've never seen this before.
I wonder if that's actually true, or if... But then again, considering how much money goes into political campaigns, I'm pretty sure are spending wisely for military budgets. I get the feeling that's not a normal concept for the U.S. government.
Wait, those are friendly. That's US forces. And I'm proud to be an American.
Why is the United States helping the terrorists?
We have all because we're their terrorists.
Badger, do you know anything about Ronald Reagan?
Do you know anything about United States of America lore?
So there's a carrier strike group.
Also, that last image before Ronald Reagan was actually what Sigrid's model actually looks like, which is pretty cool.
Stationed off the coast. Hang on, I'm trying to figure this out right now.
Well, they're wasting tens of millions of dollars.
This is the type of shit that Senator Armstrong would do.
Yeah, considering in reality, Senator Armstrong is nothing more than a warmonger and a monger with the job as a politician and an expensive suit. I almost said nice, but I don't want to go there.
A better question, if you ask me, is if oil is so valuable to the US, why haven't they invaded the headquarters of Jersey Mike's and nationalized all their assets? The amount they jork all over my sub is enough to turn my path.
Okay. There's a major difference between petroleum oil that comes from oil derricks. Erickson is refined. There's a difference between crude oil that's drilled from derricks and then refined to make oil that you use in engines and gasoline. To cooking oil and fried grease. Trust me, there is a major difference. Mainly, the color in itself.
Passenger seat into a fire hazard, and it leads me to believe they're secretly the 13th cartel member of OPEC.
Dog, can we just agree that Jersey Mike's puts too much shit? Alright, hold on.
You're being performative.
I was gonna say, Jersey Mike's puts too much oil on my shit every time.
The damn Diddy sandwich.
Well, when they're
God damn, I got the...
for them to like take it out.
I didn't know.
Great Diddy jokes.
Order a damn Diddy sandwich, dog.
Got the damn Diddy roll.
Alright, so you're telling me Mike had his way with it?
Oh my god. Do not make my shit Mike's way, I swear to God.
So you got it Mike's way.
After the Jersey Mike's conversation, I realized the American approach of blowing up anything you want by siphoning as many taxpayer dollars from your citizens as possible was definitely a winning strategy.
Badger, as an engineer, I am 100% certain that we could destroy the moon. This would serve no advantage, but we could do it.
And once Clue showed me that ARMA has a bomb so powerful it can literally change nighttime into daytime, I knew it was over for the AAF.
What are you talking about, Chad? He's right there. Dude, he's right there. Like, just look.
Alright, I want to make 100% certain that one guy is dead. So, you might want to turn your nods off in a few seconds.
Yeah, this there's strike gauge shit. Damn! Holy fuck, do I need to get in a fallout shelter? What the fuck? It's daytime now!
Oh! I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Smells like victory. Okay, this is literally the last video I'll do that in. Okay, but you can't deny that it's one of the most iconic lines from a Vietnam War movie.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I hope you got him. You got about a quarter of the Amazon rainforest at the same time.
Big Paper doesn't want you to know this, but this is how we jack up the prices.
Big Sobriety doesn't want you to know this, but 70% of car accidents are caused by sober drivers.
Big Sobriety wants that info from you, but you shouldn't let them.
Once we booted out the AF occupiers, we had to clean up the AFRIF invaders, and we pulled that shit off so fast, I don't even have anything to share. In typical ARMA fashion, the game ends by just unceremoniously telling you, "Victory! The country is under our control." As a reward for your win, here's the main menu. I deleted your save file. Goodbye. I'd like to thank Clue, Sigrid, and Skulker for making this video happen. Clue, specifically, has been waiting for me to make this video for at least 6 years. He set up the server, the mods, the TeamSpeak, the everything. This video would not have been possible without him, and his tolerance for bullshit is unmatched.
Badger, I want you to know, I chose not to exercise today to play video games with you.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, I was about to lift, and then I've been coding all day, and now ARMA 3 on screen, so I don't know. I'm heating up some fish, though, so I'm eating that in 10 minutes.
Wow, you went to doing boring bullshit.
So anyways.
Man,
what was this bitch in my ear talking about? What were we talking about?
That bit I was saying would have been really funny had I not gotten shot in the face.
That's what they all say, pal.
Anyway, so we're gonna play some fucking ARMA, because I want to play this game before you guys finish it while I'm doing my job at my work.
Just quit.
I also donated $1,400 dollars to the creator of the kick-ass Antistasi ult.
Okay, during the first time I recorded this, I thought it said 1 million, but in reality it was 1,000 British pounds. My bad.
Ultimate mod that you saw in this video to help with their server costs? I know, 1,400 is a weird number, but they only accept payment in the Queen's currency, and that's like 1,000 Great British Pounds. If you'd like to support my videos, you can buy my energy drink Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000 or the limited edition Rad Sickness that isn't quite sold out yet. I am so thankful to all of you out there on military bases that are drinking it already, and please use code Badger so my commission check clears.
The amount of Badger cuffs I've seen at this Navy base for nuclear reactor operators is insane. Are you for real?
Seriously, that's something that the chatter knows for sure.
Are you for real?
My videos would not exist without your support, and even you watching right now is enough to keep me in my basement making dumbass animations in Source 2 and dumbass maps in Hammer Editor, so thank you.
You know, Badger, they say when all you got is a hammer, everything looks like a funk_brush.
You can see the entire recording process on my VOD channel where I upload all the live streams and see for yourself why my chat thinks ARMA 3 is the most boring game ever made.
Bro, turn this slop off and hop on Hightail. Yo.
That was from Heavenly? Really?
Hightail is just Minecraft.
Yeah, because I was watching a VOD of one of Saba's streams when she was playing Hightail, and yes, I can confirm that Hightail is pretty much like a prettier version, actually no, better looking version of Minecraft. It's basically Minecraft, but with better graphics.
Isn't it, Heavenly? We playing with blocks and shit. Okay, okay.
I have never been spammed with so many memes calling me a washed up old man that should just hang it up. But it's okay if you hate Arma because I love Arma enough for the both of us.
Badger, your videos are slop, and oh boy, am I a pig. His name is literally Jork Twitch 97.
My videos are now available on Spotify because apparently a ton of you have Spotify.
Also, I am curious if you can watch videos on Spotify. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Premium and do not have YouTube Premium. So if you're capital F fed up with the ads on YouTube, which are honestly getting out of control, you're welcome to watch.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Over there now. A final shout out to all my homies that helped me make this video. There were times where we had upwards of 15 or 16.
Probably also did it just to Ace's video on YouTube ever got demonetized and age restricted like most of his videos do. Man, YouTube is a shell of its former self.
15 guys in the server at once, and this thing would truly not be the same without.
He's coming full speed. Kublai Kong, do not revive that person. You
Man, I haven't seen Kublai Khan since Payday 2.
fucking asshole. You can't shoot him on the ramp.
Who's that?
Okay.
Did you shot me while I was still on the fucking
did you
ramp?
shot him?
You cleared the ramp. You were fair game.
If I had a gamer subs order for every time Digi fucked up a bit, I'd be a very well off man.
Whoa! This is what happens when the drunk uncle goes up to your house and you hand him a beer.
Just try to run in a certain direction.
What do you mean?
I gotta put this Titan down.
This is how Delta Force is moving on Maduro. I know it. I know it.
I'm not gonna comment on that one because we have no clue. All we know is Delta Force went in and out and grabbed Maduro.
Just like this. How did they get past 50 guards? Herboku's gonna lead the way. I like your style.
I'm running in, baby.
Hey, here for pickup.
Holy shit, Herboku, your legs just went velociraptor, dude. I don't even want to talk about.
Okay, one of the things I wanted to say to was I was saying to one of my friends what would happen if Badger and the Rubik's Raptor got together. Because Rubik's Raptor is also known for Arma content. And, well, some of the mod scenarios they do is pretty wild. He does is pretty wild with his buddies. Then again, I'm pretty sure the internet would be as prepared for that as it would be prepared for Penguin Zero and Asmongold all to do a collab together. They would just cause the internet to explode. And also, are you kidding me? Seriously? Okay, the clothes I get, but no shoes? Seriously? No shoes?
About Fedora with the Microsoft goggles and the grippers out is just diabolical.
Yes, sir.
When you have 115 pounds
Yeah,
on your
that
back,
really
that's
is diabolical.
diabolical. If I got killed by somebody in basketball shorts, I think I would want to die again.
Calvin did just get blown away by a frog foot.
Come here, you liberal coward! I'm on the fucking way, you V2 bitch! Come here, you piece of shit! You're next! You're next!
Is this something people would do in Arma before the game actually starts? So then, that is hilarious.
And that's about it, my man. I would like to thank you so very much for watching my video, and be sure to tune in next time when I play War Thunder. So if you've got any kind of War Thunder thing to tell me, now is the time to leave a comment.
Nice. Nice. Well, video's over. Now for the hard part. Editing it so I don't have to worry about anything from YouTube. Yeah. Wish me luck because this is gonna be pain. Anyways. that's it for me. What did you guys think of this video? If you liked this video, please leave a like, drop a comment down below. Also, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get notified of when I post new videos or when I go live. You can catch me on social media. I'll leave all my links along with the original video in the description below. And if you want to catch me live, you can catch me live over at kit.com/BlazingKitsAndAVTuber, or with the first letters capitalized. Same over on Rumble at rumble.com/BlazingKitsAndAVTuber, same name. Oh, and also, by the time this video drops, I'm gonna be on vacation for a week, so you're not gonna hear from me for a week, but yeah, by the time this video drops, I'll be starting my vacation, and so you guys won't hear from me for a week. Hopefully, I got plenty enough content to keep you guys going on this channel, because, like I said, I'm gonna be gone for a week, and I won't be back until the following week. So until next time, see you guys later. Oh, and also, please watch until the very end of this video. Recording and editing are an extremely long process.